Right guys, it's Luke Bassnett, fight off night, Combat Productions tomorrow for Saturday the 13th of September. We're having a show and the headlines are Browne versus Reece Murphy. We've got Lee Browne there on the end. Let's just introduce you to some of the fighters. On the end we've got Fletcher, Akia Danns. To my left we've got Murray and Lee Browne. So we'd like to start off with George Fletcher. He's fighting a lad called Luke Myers. And we can pass it over to him. How's your camp gone? How's everything been? Is everything being right? Did you make your weight easy?
Decent, I feel great, I feel ready. He's not, so he just best show up tomorrow. So, really, got to say, but the camp's gone boss. I'm in great shape, which you'll see in a minute. Probably the best shape I've ever been in. Sharp, powerful. So, in for the street, in for a good night, like, and there's some great fights on the card as well. So, yeah, good luck to everyone.
Why is the fight?
Where's Luke?
Do you respect your opponent?
Yeah, respect him, of course I respect him. But he hasn't got the time to show me here today. He obviously hasn't got respect for me, has he? So
I can vouch for him. The lad works in the army and he's getting the train back to Liverpool today. So his timing won't be right, but he will be there tomorrow.
As long as he's there tomorrow, then we'll have a good go, won't we? And that's it. We'll have a good scrap, a good show for everyone.
How do you think the fight's going to pan out?
To be honest, lads, like, I've only had a couple of fights, haven't I? But I'm confident, like I say, I'm in the best shape that I feel like I've been in any fight that I've had. And, you know, I can only show up on the night and show everyone what I can do. For me, it's fucking, I just want to get in, get out, so I'm obviously looking for a knockout. I'm sure he's doing the same, but if it goes the distance, I'm prepared for that as well. So,
as you've seen a small clip of his videos,
what, that little kid he was fighting?
How do you think, what weaknesses can you see?
I feel like I'm a lot more bigger, more powerful, like, you know, he'll be fit, he'll be ready, you know, is he ex-army, did you say? Or?
He's in the army.
He's in the army, he's going to be fit, he's going to be ready, you know, as long as I can match that, I feel like I've got the edge on him, and to be honest, I just can't wait to get in there and just bang, to be honest with you. Ready for it.
Anyone else want to ask him?
Right, we have our first fight, David Calvery. He has had over 100 fights. He's fought professionally bare knuckle, he's slap boxed in the past, and he's fighting dirty boxing, so his elbows being involved. His opponent is Luke Bassnett. He has a record of 7 wins, 2 losses, has been in the boxing game since he was 12, and has had a bare knuckle boxing event fight. And this is the biggest rivalry of tonight. Right, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm trained. I've lost weight for the fight. I feel great. I've boxed David before. We went the distance, but this time we're putting 4 ounce MMA gloves on and we're allowing elbows. So it's going to be a dirty boxing fight. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. But the last fight we went all the way, went to points. I got the victory, but it'll be nice to see if I can turn up and do the job on him. But he's a tough operator and he's had a lot of fights and he's hard as nails really.
Where do you think you have a clear advantage on him because you've been in the ring with him?
I think last time I started quite slow. And we will be in the rounds. As the fight went on, I got into a little bit more. This time will be different. I'll be jumping on quick. I'll be going for that early finish. Obviously, dirty boxing, something that even I've done before, the elbows allowed and stuff. I'm going to try and take advantage of that and just do something special.
That your path to expose tomorrow?
I'd rather save the weaknesses to the ring and deal with it all in the ring. But as I said before, I've fought him before, he's a tough cunt and I know a lot of things that I need to do right this time and hopefully I can get him out of there, but it'd be interesting.
David, Do you think the fight will win by knockout or go the distance tomorrow?
Obviously, based on the last one, it went the distance last time, but this is different. Obviously, not allowing the elbows and moving ourselves up to cuts and stuff like that. I can't expect it to end any one way or another.
Personally, I feel like this is going to be a goal more for Ward than anything. Are you afraid of getting caught by the elbows that Dave will throw?
No, I've been cut before by another lad who's on the show tonight. 6 foot odd he is, but he put his head down like a little girl. A little leg flash, his name Browne. Yeah, because he was putting his head down like a little girl. But yeah, I'm not afraid to get cut, no. That's why I'm asking this fight, be interesting. It'll be great. I've never done it before. Obviously, I've had my bare knuckle fight. So, you know, there's a lot of things different. We're fighting 4 hours gloves, anything can happen. But introducing elbows is going to be interesting, and I can't wait to do it tomorrow night, Saturday night. So make sure he's there for the scary knockout.
With the elbows, I specifically can't wait to see it. Blood, all that stuff. I'm sure it's going to be all out war. But what I know is Luke is very confident in his ability tonight. Tomorrow, pardon me. Are you the same?
I'm always confident what I can do. I don't take fights unless I believe I can win them. So, yeah, tomorrow night we'll go to turn up, we'll go face to face, and whoever walks out, walks out.
Well, get it up for the fights, people. Let's have a quick face-off.
You should get Akia Danns. Do you want to just read your name, your record out, and we'll go from there.
So, obviously, as you just introduced me, my name's Akia. Record currently stands 22 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. I've fought pretty much near enough all over the world. I've fought Malta, been to Ireland a few times, going back there soon. Yeah, sparred, you know, possible future world champions, Browne, like some of the best in the country. And yeah, just can't wait for tomorrow night, to be honest with you. Looking forward to it.
As you've just heard, he's been sparring future world champions who are signed with Matchroom and Queensberry, which are seriously prospects in the game. Browne was an Olympic boxer who's training with Jamie Mortimer, right? And Bomber Browne's in a gym full of killers in the Red Triangle. He's a great heavyweight prospect as well coming through. So we've seen a calibre of people that Akia is sparring with, and unfortunately he was meant to be boxing a lad he's fought before, but unfortunately he literally cancelled about an hour ago. But we had to deal with the stress and put it under the table, and we've got a new opponent already who's had 10 fights, and he's game as anything. He's willing to come up on a day's notice, and that's who we'll be fighting tomorrow. But we can just ask him a few questions. How his camp's gone, and what have you done anything different? Because you fought Deepak before, so you've been training for that specific fighter, and he's pulled out the day before through medical issues. So, like, did you have a game plan on what to do to him this time, what you didn't do last time?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't really have a specific game plan for Deepak. I've fought him before, I know what he brings to the table. I train and treat everybody the same, really. You know, my mind only has one thing on it come the day, and it's to get in your face and make it a horrible night for you regardless. You know, Deepak was no different, and neither will this guy be, to be honest. I've seen a clip of him, and the same game plan I have going in is going to be the same going in with him. Believe, as long as I turn up 100%, which I feel right now, then I believe he's not going to leave without seeing the campus. So that's my personal opinion on that. I think, you know, obviously much respect to Deepak. I'm sure he's got his own issues going on. But if he ever wants to get that fight on in the future again, I'm more than willing to. But hopefully he's alright. But looking forward to getting him tomorrow and just putting on a demolition job. Can't feel great, feel amazing, to be honest with you.
So we left, we've got a lad fighting. It's his first fight, and he's fighting a lad who's had one fight, and literally he's coming up to tomorrow to try and prove that he's good and he should be boxing more often, because he's never boxed. He's been in the gym for years, but he's only just starting to box now. Dylan Murray, what makes you want to start boxing now, that you've been in the gym for a while? Yeah, passion.
Yeah, like you said, I haven't been in boxing all my life, but once I started, I realised it was something I really wanted to do, and when I put my mind to it properly, made me realise that it is what I can do, and when I do it right, I'm not that bad at it. So I thought to put myself to the test tomorrow night. Yeah.
Did you win that fight? Yeah, you won that fight. You fought a lad who was a lot heavier than him, but that was his first fight, and it was only recent, a couple of months ago. Of the footage that you've seen of your opponents, Dylan, what do you think of him, and how do you think it's going to pan out?
Yeah, he looked great. He took the fight on 2 weeks, so that's off to him, it's only respect. But from what I've seen, I've definitely seen holes, I've seen things I can use to my advantage, and that's what I've been training for. If I could do camp all over again, there wouldn't be a thing I'd change, so I would get to go 100% and show them.
Let me just remind you all what this show is for as well. This show is for men's mental health, getting everyone together, all for a good cause, literally putting our egos to the side and all getting stuck in. And I appreciate every one of you who are signed up and using on the show. This brand's only going to get bigger and bigger every time. But yeah, let's move on to the main event. The main events for the Fight or Flight belt here. It's 5 2-minute rounds, and it's 2 great fighters. I'll let Lee Browne here now. I'll let him introduce himself. Yes.
As you already know, I'm Lee Browne, and I'm fucking Liverpool's only guy who's all the fucking British, English and European title, and I don't know where the fucking Sting Bean is, but he's getting fucking knocked out tomorrow. Make no mistake about that with Bassnett. And no guy who fucking throws fucking punches as fast as a garden snail beating me. Not happening. So fucking, it's as simple as that. Anybody, you getting knocked out tomorrow, any? You getting fucking flattened. Simple as that. And yeah, man. And his little butler over there asked me how my weight is. My weight's sound, but I'm a talker, and I back everything up. I've had a lot of fights in 3 years. Some have won, some have lost. I don't really give a fuck about anything I've lost. Like I always say, I could lose 1,000 fights and I'll turn up and have 1,001. Reece Murphy's getting flattened in front of everyone that he brings tomorrow. It's fucking as simple as that.
Okay, you sound very confident here, and I'm just going to ask you the question. How do you think the fight's going to go? Obviously, you've already addressed that, saying that you think you're going to flatten him. But as another answer you said that you back everything up that you say, but of previous fights, how come everything you said has gone wrong? And what do you think this time is going to go right from the last times, your last fights?
Let's have it right. No man who's had 3 fucking white collar fights is beating me. Simple as that. Not a chance. I've seen garden snails under my hands grass that go quicker than him, bro. It's not a chance he's beating me tomorrow. He had my 60% beat him. It's as simple as that. And the people that I've lost to, in Bairnhull, I've went the distance with them. I've been the distance 11 times in Bairnhull, and sometimes it hasn't gone my way. But every single person that I've lost to, he doesn't do 3 rounds with. It's as simple as that. So I'm not even asked. I'll fight absolutely King Kong and his fucking cousin. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Well, let's move on to some of the people that you've fought. You have been in there with some good operators in that BKFC, which some of them are killers in there. Like, can you just name a couple of the opponents that your previous opponents that you've been in there with and shared the ring with?
Fucking hell. My first fight ever for the BKFC. I was 0-0. The guy I was fighting, I was at 17 fights. He won 16, he won 13, and 11, his last 11 in a row by fucking knockout. And I dismantled him in fucking 2 rounds, dropped him 6 times. The second guy I fought had won world titles and fucking European titles, Mason Shaw. I went the distance with him. They called me the winner, which should have been right. And then as we were about to get out the ring, they called us back and changed it. He was the winner. My third fight, I fought the fucking probably the most devastating fighter in BKFC, which was David Oscar. And as you fucking well know, but he's like Godzilla land when he's coming at me, bro. And I'm the only person who he never dropped. And I went the distance with him. And after his fight, he had a broken cheekbone and 27 stitches. All I had was a black eye and a fucking broken hand. And they called him the winner. And then I fought Rob Borden, who'd be fucking George Groves and fucking and Rocky Field in what I don't know whether it was the amateurs or the pros, I can't remember, but he was 6-0. I fought him for the world title eliminator. I fought Andre Bichi, the Italian, who had beat for the European title. Then he fought for the world title. So I fought whoever they fucking put in front of me, to be honest. And tomorrow night, I want to fucking fight the guy that's just walked in wherever he's gone. You know what I'm saying?
For the BKFC title, heavyweight title, we were one of our people we know, and it was some war. It was one of the best fights that you're going to see at BKFC. They both dropped each other like 5 times. I give them a shout out, Aggie Faulkner versus David Oscar. It was some scrap. But yeah, some fighter that you've been in there with, and you know, do you want to ask me any questions? Yeah. So, how do you predict this fight going? Think it'll be a technical blow or a long blow?
I think Reece Murphy's going to come in very confident. You know, he can throw a fucking straight punch or a 1-2. But his lateral movement's fucking disgusting. And his slips, his parries, everything, it's on an amateuristic scale. Fucking, if he beats me, I'll give him a fucking 30 grand car.
30 grand car? Would you shake money?
He hasn't even come out to see me, get him. So what am I shaking on it for? It's good if he gets a fucking pint. But yeah, I'm ready to go tomorrow. We'll see. May the best man win, which will be me. But that's alright.
Would you think there's a clear skill difference between you and your opponent, or do you think it'll be even?
You're going to see tomorrow night, promise you. Usually I put loads of stuff up on Instagram saying, doing whatever. I just haven't been asked this time. I'm really taking it too serious. Mindset's different, it's kill and be killed. It's just as simple as that. And my skill set's better than this. And that's it, we'll see tomorrow night. And I don't think he's even been 3 rounds, never mind 5, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
And that your opponent brings, and how are you going to deal with it tomorrow night?
The biggest danger he poses. He's probably got a heavy hand if he can land it. Other than that, as Luke Bassnett will tell you, yeah, and he's a little bull, even though I'm fucking 6'5", you know, anyone Luke Bassnett's size and weight category, I believe, and I said to my mate after the sparring, I believe he poses a serious problem for anyone, especially when you haven't got that proper long range on him, but he knows I'm very hard to hit, simple as that.
Thanks.
As you just said there, we've had a spar before, and as I said to you on the day, you said you were hard to hit. In my mind, I thought you were just fucking running away, if you ask me. You were definitely running away. Like, I'm a fucking midget, I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8". You've got near your foot on me, you had 3 stone on me, and you fucking ran away. Hey, it was like a game of Tom and Jerry. It was like, because you put your head down like a fucking fanny.
You say you put your head down, I was slipping your shot from fucking man down footer.
But anyway, you've got, like you said before, you think you're going to spark him out. If you didn't spark me out, what makes you think you're going to spark him out?
When I sparred with Bassnett, I was a week fucked up knuckles there, and my knee was fucked. All I've done is get cake at McDonald's as you do after your fight, which you already knew. I turned up, fucking Sunday morning, whatever it was, sparring 5 rounds. We were both blowing out of our ass, and lad, you could not hit me. I was fucking, you were miles away, and you're saying I butted you. Look back on the tape that I was slipping all your shots. You know what I mean? It was only fucking, you only hit me on the shoulders. I went over and bruised shoulder up. You know what I mean? Your man next to you there was there, you know what I mean? Come on, don't say I'm wearing out to this. If I'm wearing out to this, I would have been with the one with the cutlet.
Seriously though, you were running a bit. You were running a bit, but you know, if Luke was coming at me, man, it could be. I'll probably like to try and bring him on the show too, but it's just boxing, isn't it? I'm a boxer, I'm not a fighter, so.
I know you're not, man, won't you?
Well, anyway, that's a wrap. Thank you very much, everyone. Like I said, it's all for a good cause. So tomorrow, let's express your skills at the end of it. Let's show nothing but respect. You know, it's all down for a good cause. So, thank you very much for everyone attending. Nice one.